we are live, live and in color. Okay, I will come back to you. Alejandra, where are you? Here. Okay. So yes, I don't know if you got a notification now. So welcome everybody to our Saturday evening live with my dear friend Alejandra from Colombia. We will be speaking about animal communication today, from wherever you're watching. Maybe it's just the morning. And before I hand over, because it was actually Alejandra asking me whether I would love to speak about animal communication. I think it was already last year that we spoke about doing a live together because you wanted to know more. And I thought it's an amazing idea. I mean, I love to speak about everything connected to animals in general. But first of all, I would also, for those who don't know me yet, because I know that some people also watch from Colombia now, hopefully. So I want to introduce myself really quickly. My name is Karin Breuer, and I was born in Vienna, Austria, on a beautiful summer morning back in 1972. I'm still living in Vienna. I am since 10 years working as energy practitioner for humans and animals. So this is the official title with which I'm registered here at the Chamber of Commerce. I am doing Reiki treatments for humans and animals. I am an animal communicator, of course, and I am also certified crystal energy and angel guide and angel card reader. And since last year, I have the honor of being a mentor teacher in Kyle Gray's angel team. And this is where I met Alejandra. Well, actually 5 years ago, I met Alejandra. I think you also started in 2017, right?
Yeah.
And yes, this is where I met her. And she's also mentor teacher for Kyle Gray. And I am very, very happy to share this beautiful position, with you. And I would love for you also to introduce yourself. My dear friend from Colombia. I'm so sorry that I spelled it wrong. I have to big apologize. I was writing Colombia with a U instead of an O. And I really I don't like this because I think it's, I always want to spell names and countries and everything correctly, because for me, it's a question of respect. I said to you yesterday, Do you still hear me, Alejandra? Don't go away now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay. Because
I'm here.
But she left just before, she let me, and I said, hey, don't do this again.
I'm here. So hello everyone, and welcome, and thank you for being here, and thank you, Karen, for your generosity and for making this possible. So I am Alejandra. I am from Bogota, Colombia. Land of coffee and flowers and emeralds. And well, if you want to learn more about Colombia, Disney just released a movie called Encanto, and it's about it's not about Colombia, but it's themed Colombia. So the music and the typical costumes or dresses. So yeah. It's a beautiful movie. And I work also as Karen. I am a certified angel guide, certified angel card reader. Hopefully, because I'm going to learn from Karen. So hopefully one day I will also be a certified animal communicator. And so I met Karen, as she said, well, a while back when we started learning with Kyle Gray, who is an awesome author, awesome person, and well, teacher, mentor, coach, whatever you want to call it. And we're really fortunate that as we have been with him from the start, we got chosen and we are mentors in his program. So yeah, so that's really nice, and we're really lucky. Yeah, that's it. That's about what I can tell you about me.
It's so beautiful, because I realized that our both mentor sessions were so much in alignment, actually. You were speaking about the power of words. I was speaking about the power of our heart, of our subconscious mind, and it was fitting together. And that's why actually we decided last year to do a live chat already together about the power of words, the power of our heart. And it was already a very interesting one, you know?
Yes, our last live was really beautiful. And it's funny because you and I, we are connected. And yesterday when we connected to talk about the live we were going to do today. And when I saw her, we were like wearing the same sweater. Yeah, like it was stripes, white and black.
I was actually hesitating and thinking, hell, shall we wear the same for tonight? I was really thinking about this tonight, just before. Yeah, it's funny. And we have never met yet in person, you know, but why? Thanks to Zoom and everything. Cyber connection.
Someday we will.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So thank you for the space. And well, this topic, I mean, I remember, yes, last year I told you, please, we have to do a live about animal communication because this is, I'm really passionate about it. And yeah, when I was little, I always dreamt that I could speak to the animals. And well, I always speak to the animals. I'm the crazy lady that talks to animals. I don't know if they, what they say to me, but well, I still talk to them. And I love animal kingdom and nature. And I have a deep respect for animals. I think that they are unconditional love incarnated, because I mean, animals, they respect the earth, they respect their place, and they know their role, the role they have, and they are really respectful about that. Also, they teach us, every day that they love us no matter what. If we, I mean, they don't care about how we look, how we are, they just love us how we truly are. Yeah. So, oh my God. So I really like animals and love them. And yeah, I have 2 cats, Bono and Ariel, and I really love them. And I've always had animals because they have been a part of my life forever. So since I was little. And okay, so I want, first of all, ask about, well, you, how you, your story, you know, how you knew that you could communicate with animals, how this all started. So please tell us about yourself.
It's funny that you mentioned these animals as, how did you say, teachers, right? For us, because in the first year in the angel tribe, you know, I was saying that I was an animal communicator, and a friend, I didn't really know her, but she was, you know, following me, and she said, she sent me a book from the United States. You know, it was the book Animals as Our Teachers and Healers, and it was, this book is unbelievable. Maybe I post it after, you know, make a post, because it's really unbelievable how they are here to support us humans, you know. So I'm thinking, you know, when I get asked, when did your journey start? Like you asked me now, you know, this is something also I teach in my course. We are born with this telepathic sense, each human. So each baby can communicate telepathically, you know, already in the womb, you know, to the mom, with the mom. That's why I'm also doing baby whispering. You know, it's actually the same, like animal communication with babies and even unborn babies. But this is another story.
One day we'll talk about that. Yeah, yes. Another life.
One after the other. Yes, exactly. And I think our family dog moved in when I was 4 years old. You know, and for sure my sense was still not, because normally this sense starts to fall asleep. You know, this telepathic sense, because we don't use it. It's also probably society is like, you know, muting it a little bit. Like it's not common, especially not in our society here. But I guess for some reason it was not muted in my case. And for me, with 4 years old, you don't think, am I perceiving the world like others do? You don't question this. You just live your life, And I had always a very strong connection to my little sister, like I called my dog, or our dog, but I think my complete family had a very, very intense connection to Feli. It was her name, Ophelia, the complete name. Ophelia of House Metropole. So it was the complete name. But however, and I was just, it was natural for me, because when something is always here, like we are all born with this, but it just did not vanish. It never vanishes, just falls asleep. But and this was okay for me. It was natural. But what was then really the weird thing for me is my connection to each animal, and also the insects. And this was the point where I was suffering so much when how they were treated, and I could not cope with this. I was really suffering, and then I was thinking, what was wrong with me? And I know that the people around me, my family, they were also wondering what is wrong with her. I could not kill any animal, no matter what. Yes, a mosquito. Yes, because if they hurt me, I hurt back. This is just my defense mode.
Yeah.
But normally I can't. And my father, oh my God, he always had to rescue all spiders and everything. And I was really, when my brothers made jokes with the wasps, and I was suffering so much. So I just could not cope with this because I felt what they felt. For me, it was still like I realized, okay, I thought something is wrong with me. And I know that many of us, I'm so sure, are like this, especially those working, in the spiritual field, energy field. They have probably had similar experiences. But I think that was also why in 2003, I decided to learn Reiki, but for animals, I remember I went to a bookstore and I said, oh, I need a book where I can learn to heal animals with my hands, and she said, and why don't you go and learn Reiki? And I thought, okay, that's an idea. So of course I then started to practice with animals, and I just applied it actually in my family, within my family, or for really close friends. I did not want to work with humans at that time, just for animals. So actually I really can't answer this question. I think it's just because this telepathic sense is something we are all born with. It never really fell asleep in my case. At least not in regards to my connection to animals, with animals,
Oh, I like it. I like your story. And you know what I like? That I think that you did, not that it didn't sleep, but you didn't let it go dormant, right? You kept it alive, like you fed that telepathic and that bond, that empathy, profound empathy you still have. So you never, you never stopped listening to that voice. So it's really beautiful.
Of course, I also have to thank my family, for this, because even though they did not understand what was going on with me, they allowed me to be me, And I remember when we were skiing in the mountains, my father was always, everything was magic around us, even though my father does not believe at all in this, but he said, do you see this there in the forest and all the nature beings, and he kept it alive for me, so actually without knowing, he supported this so much. He had, and my mom, so it was, I said this in my last mentor teacher for Carl Gray, that there was always this knowing that there is so much more than meets the eye, always this fascination in my family for the unknown, and it's just knowing that it is there, that there is something going on we can't see, or not yet.
Yeah.
I'm frightened of the day I will be able to see it.
Oh yeah, nice story. Yes, what you're saying is really important. The support you get from the people around you, because once you start diving into the whole spiritual world and angels and light beings, animals, you also get that voice asking you and telling you like, you're crazy, what are you doing? No, you get, so it's really nice that if people around you support you, then you feel like maybe I'm not that crazy. Maybe, maybe I can do this. So it's really important to have people that believe in you and support you and are there for you. So you're really lucky. So it's nice that you can be here today and keep doing what you do.
Yeah, but I think one thing is really important to keep in mind, that this is never gone. You know, this sense is never gone. It can't be killed, destroyed, or, you know, it is just like muted or asleep, you know. And this is what I'm doing in my course, to reawaken this sense, because it's here, you know. For some it's easier and quicker, for the others it takes a little bit longer, but it's always working, you know.
I like it. I like it because it gives us
just
hope.
a question of how quick we can remember.
Yeah.
Really,
I like
it is. Everybody has it, and I think, you know, I mean, how often are you thinking? You know, I think this has happened to each of us already. That you think of a person, and in the next moment, this person calls. You know, this was a telepathic connection. And I'm always asking myself, was I the sender or was I the receiver? You know, I'm the receiver, because this person who wants to call me is thinking of me already, you know, and then I perceive it, and then the phone rings, you know. So this has happened so often already in my childhood, you know, and even friends I have not spoken to for years. And then suddenly I have one special friend from school, you know, and we still have contact, but not, you know, not maybe once a year or maybe all 2 years. It was always extreme with her, you know. I thought of her, or the other way around, you know, and then one of us would call. With my mom also, you know. Actually, it's so, it's really funny, you know. But this is telepathic connection. So you see, you know, it is here.
Yeah, it is.
Here for each of us.
And sometimes, for example, also it happens that you wake up one morning and you say like, I need to call this person. I need to contact this person because I don't know why, but I need, and you call the person and the person goes like, oh, thank God you called me because this or this happened. Or yes. And so that's right. So it's really to start like recognizing and acknowledging that we have the telepathic and believing in ourselves and in that, like the antenna we have.
It is like our normal senses, you know, our like seeing, hearing. These other senses are as natural.
Yes,
for us
you're
humans.
right. That's really great. I like it because I'm feeling like yes I can, and I will communicate, and we all can. So,
I have not the least doubt. Actually, up to now, everybody in my course succeeded to communicate, you know. It is really just a question of trust, you know, and patience, and to not make it too complicated. It is, you know, it's the first thing. We are overthinking, we humans.
Yes.
That's also something we can learn, you know, from the animals, to not overthink everything.
Yes, that's right. Oh, yeah. And like little kids, they just feel and do and enjoy.
Exactly. Yeah, they follow their heart, they follow their intuition. Yes. They know something, they do it.
Yes.
And then we get adults.
Really like it. I like it. Ooh, okay. I like your story. So thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Okay. So I have prepared some questions, and well, we discussed them before. So here's
they were really unbelievable. Never someone has asked questions like you.
So the first question is, what happens when an animal dies?
Yes, this was already there? You know, I thought, oh my God, what? No, but I think it's a very good one, because we are all faced with this situation, you know, at one point, and we can never really, I think we will never be there to not be overwhelmed, you know, by this. But because I'm also doing, and this will also be in the course, by the way, you know, the communications on soul level, and they are the most beautiful ones, you know. So when a soul decides, or when the soul plan is over, you know, when a soul knows, okay, it's time to leave. I am ready. When the soul is ready to leave, there's already so much peace, because I also communicate with pets before they pass over, and you would expect like pain and suffering, but there's already so much peace, it's unbelievable. So they are not scared of death. Of course, they have their survival instincts, they want to survive, but when the soul knows it's time to go, there is still in the incarnated, in the connection to the incarnated being, so much peace and so much lightness. The only heaviness is the energy from the owner, and many pets would stay until the owner is ready. It is often,
Okay.
That's why it's also in the animal communication, you work a lot with the humans, you help them acknowledging, you help them through the grief, you can just say your pet is ready, but it's ready when you are ready, and and when they die, when they cross over, they are I don't experience, I have not so many experiences with humans who have passed, because fortunately, I have not experienced it except for my grandmother, but they are here, and I perceive a lot physically. So I'm very clairsentient. I feel them, like touching my legs, like I would really look, and then, it's crazy. They are sending me pictures. So they are here. It's just for the owners, for the pet owners, it takes some time before they are here right away. They are here. They are never gone, But we as animal communicators actually never communicate with a pet that has passed before 3 weeks are over, so that the pet owner can receive it. It's clear again, went through the grief. Of course, in some exceptions, when it is also an animal communicator, who asks me because he's too involved, but he knows about all the processes, it is okay, but it is those, you will see, it's in the 3rd module in the special course, the soul level communications. Those communications are just full of wisdom and unconditional love. Really, it sounds so strange to say this, but they are so beautiful, and you are really like connected to the source of wisdom. It's connected to the source of unconditional love. And that's why I always say, when my students communicate to a pet on soul level, to an animal on soul level, also ask for guidance for yourself. Don't miss to ask for a personal guidance. If you have a question, it's your opportunity now to ask, like we would ask angels. But these animals, they are also like I say, our guardian angels know everything about us, our pets as well. They have lived with us.
Yes.
So they can give so much, they share their wisdom, from this soul level. So it's a beautiful experience, really a beautiful experience.
Oh, that's nice. And for example, I think that, I don't know, but is there a difference when an animal dies because, I don't know, of an illness or because it's really old? And is there a difference if the death comes from an accident or unexpected death? What happens with the soul? Do they accept them the same, or
Yes, I know that I can just tell my experience, and how I see it, because I know that many believe if a death comes sudden, the soul is confused, but the soul can never be confused. This is our ego, and our ego thinking. It is what I believe and what I also experience, even if the death comes sudden, the soul is aware of what happened, and the soul, I also, I want to share this because I want to be really open, and honest. I'm also a shaman practitioner, and last year I did the certified shaman guide, but I don't believe that souls can be stuck here on earth, because the soul is pure wisdom. Why, and there is no here and there. There is no, it's no, the soul level is not another place. It's this here. It is just another form of existence, another dimension, however you want to call it. But it is here. It is never gone. It's never somewhere else. And yes, for me, it does not make, and also this was then plan, part of the soul plan, you know.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's really
And
interesting.
often they come, you know, and often they sacrifice themselves as a learning experience for us humans, you know.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I know this is a complicated topic.
Yes. And I also have heard before that animals can help us, I don't know, but yeah, protect us, and also like absorb if there's going to be a disease in the family, a really, well, yeah, serious disease or illness, that sometimes they also absorb, and they are the ones to get ill instead of us. I've heard some, yeah.
I wouldn't say it like this, even though there is one animal, I don't know the name now, small one, who really absorbs the illness, you know.
Okay.
Normally they heal. So cats especially would place themselves on the part on our body which is painful, or where we have an issue. What you mentioned now regarding animals getting the same illness, this is more the mirror topic. This is not because they are energetically absorbing this, but for example, if a person always has different pets, you know, cats, dogs, whatever, and they all have the same physical symptoms or illness, you know, this is a mirror for the person. They then serve as a mirror that the person sees, okay, this is my issue, you know. Can also be a mental issue, you know, often it's a mental issue. They mirror us a lot.
Wow, okay.
So I would not say they energetically absorb, but they indicate, they show, they mirror us, you know. Look, here you have something to do. You might want to heal this.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, they let you know what you need to work on in yourself. Okay. Yes. That's really interesting. I really like that. Okay. Oh,
it's good if you know. It's good if we know. You know, yes, they're amazing. They're great. They're awesome. They're the best. Humans are also okay. No. No, we are also great.
Yeah, we are. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so another question, and I think that this one's going to be really interesting, is
scared. But I know actually the question.
Yeah, what do animals think about us humans? What?
Yeah, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. This is really a tricky one because animals don't judge, you know? Oh, animals don't judge us humans. So they will not, I would not say that they are completely different. They have a lot of human aspects as well, let's call it like this, but they don't judge, you know, they would never judge. I think what they want is to, like this book says, animals as our teachers and healers, they want to help us, you know, for our awareness, to get aware of how important it is to live in the here and now, you know, to be in the moment. And often, you know, when an animal can have traumatic experiences, you know, but it's rather the human that holds tight to this experience and influences the behavior of the pet. You know, many people, I hear them saying, you know, yeah, it was bitten by a black dog, and since then it's scared of black dogs. You know, when I then find out, no, the owner is scared of black dogs, that the dog is completely free now, you know. They think of us, well, actually they think you humans are pretty complicated, you know. I would say this is what I feel so much, this overthinking, you know, and except instead of living in the here and now. And there's this super illustration, you know, of a man and a dog sitting in the park, and you see the bubble, you know, so the man is thinking about, oh, I need to pay the bill, and what will I need to do tomorrow at work, and you know, all this stuff. And then you see this bubble of the dog, and in the bubble it's the scene, you know, so it's these two sitting in the park. So the dog is just enjoying the moment with his owner, you know, being in the here and now. But, and this is something I think this is really important to also keep in mind. When you walk with your dog, be careful of your energy, of your thoughts, because the dog perceives everything you're thinking, you know. So
Okay.
when you do your dog walk, I think it's also good to remind yourself to also be in the here and now, just enjoy it and have light thoughts, and always think that your animal can perceive this all and can feel this all. I mean, as I said, they don't judge us, and they know us humans already. They got used to us being so complicated. But it could be such a nice time, just this time off with your pet, with your dog in nature, and just really trying to follow this role model and be in the here and now.
Yes, and enjoy that moment.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Appreciate and enjoy that moment.
Oh, yeah. That's really nice. Okay.
And you can see this on the animals, you can see this on the dogs. When I catch myself thinking about heavy stuff, the dog would change.
Yes, I know.
Then I see, oh my God, I see immediately the mirror. I say, oh, Karen, watch your thoughts, light thoughts again. And yeah.
Yes, that's really true, because sometimes you see that dog, with my cats, they are more, I don't know what's the word, but subtle. How do you say? Yeah, they are not so obvious, or like
subtle.
Dogs. Subtle. Thank you. Yeah, like dogs, because in dogs you really notice right from the start. You see there's something different about the dog's attitude today, and it's because maybe in the house that day has been stressful and they are nervous, or there's tension, yes, you're right. You really see it mirrored in the dog. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's really interesting. So it's you know what, I think it's a good exercise that sometimes when people that have animals in their lives and they see that they are different for some reason, maybe one of the questions they need to ask themselves before calling the vet or whatever is to take a look at themselves and ask themselves, how am I feeling right now? Is it me? And the dog is showing me, or the cat is showing me how I'm feeling, and what do I need to work, and that I need to deal with my emotions, and so it's really, it's powerful.
Actually, it's like nice. Life, isn't it? Our reality is also a mirror of what we have inside.
Yes.
And the things that trigger us are the best and most important mirrors.
Yes.
But the animal we have always by our side, so we can always see this, and they want to help, They feel it as their purpose to help us humans seeing the world through their eyes.
Oh, they are so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So here's my next question. And do all animals communicate? I mean, all animals, insects, animals.
Yes. They are like us, born with this sense. But in their case, it is actually the main language. So that's why it's the language of the animals,
Okay.
So because that's why I call it the voice, but it's the language. Telepathy is the language of the animals. This is also why, especially in the wildlife, they need this sense in order to survive, to communicate on the distance. But also, when you see birds in the sky, how they move, how they coordinate their moves in the sky. This is of telepathic connection, because how else
amazing.
would they, or fish, so they need this, also when they are attacked, so this is how they communicate. This is their language. This is just their most natural sense, and most equipped, developed sense. Yeah.
That's really, that's
nice. You know what? I also rescue flies. And I also started to communicate with them, because yes, flies are probably not the most intelligent beings, but they got it. I just opened the window and I work with my thoughts and body language, like it's funny, like I do my dance, in front of the window. But it works. And the more often I do it, the more I trust. And this is also, my trust, knowing that, yes, I can lead them outside. And even insects.
I like it. Okay. Oh, I like it. That's nice.
Or ants. I was asked, can you please tell my ants in the kitchen to go to the neighbor? Yes, actually, yes. You know, you can't tell a mosquito to stop stinging you and taking your blood because it's how they survive. You always need
Yes.
to offer a compromise or an alternative. You know, neighbor has better blood. Go go to the neighbor. It's
He
more
looks
sweet.
yummier. Go to the
Yummier, much yummier. Yeah. You need to deal with, you know, you need to do deals also with them.
Oh, I'm going to practice that. Yes. Yeah. Because sometimes you are trying to sleep and the mosquito zoo and you cannot fall asleep. So maybe, okay, next time I will say, please go to a neighbor. They are delicious. Just go.
Delicious.
Yeah. No, but I like it. I'm going, yeah. And you know what? Maybe because our mind works that if you see that things are working and that what you do are given like results, then you start to believe. So if you start with small exercises, small steps like this, like talking to a spider or to a fly, and it works, maybe your trust will grow stronger, and you will then try to talk to cats and dogs and horses and other animals.
A beautiful exercise is also what I also always recommend my students. If you have a friend with a pet, you know, to call your friend and say, like, for the next half an hour, observe your pet, you know, and then you connect and you tell the pet, what are you just doing? Where are you lying? How many people are around you? You know, some details which your friend can then immediately confirm. This is a super training and you have nothing to lose, you know, you just practice this and it's fun. It's really fun. Yeah. Describe your surrounding. Yeah. What are you just doing? How are you feeling? Are you eating or playing? Who's with you?
Oh, that's nice.
And then, you know, you can, because also, of course, to improve this, you need a confirmation or you need a verification, you know?
Yes. So it's a good exercise to do, as you say, with a friend, so that you can get the confirmation you need that what you received is indeed what was happening. Oh, exactly. I like it. Okay. So next question is, what do animals really need to be happy? How can we help them to be happy?
So especially in the dog's case, you know, I know that they need a purpose, like us humans, you know, because it was my how do you say, my certification work, you know, when I did because I also did a certified coach for cats and dogs, holistic coach. And my work was about, my presentation was about each breed, the purpose for each breed, because dogs, you know, are made for protection, for shepherds, you know, for the sheeps and for the herds, and they need a purpose. But I think they just I'm so sorry that I am so focused because you asked animals. So, you know, of course, dogs are just those animals who are really closest to me, you know, and I know what they really need to be happy is the teamwork, you know. They need to be a team with a human. They want to be this, you know, giving, receiving. They want to give something to us, you know, of course, to receive also something back. So it's not about toys or good food, you know, it's about making us happy. I remember in this formation for dog coach, we had a trainer and we're still friends. She was not saying a word. She was not working with commands, you know, or with treats when the dog did something right. She was just working with her energy, with her thoughts and body movement, you know.
Wow.
And the dog, it was the biggest gift for the dog that she felt, so the dog was a she, that her owner was content and she did something, she could please her owner, you know. So that was also a very big aha moment for me, you know. And now, of course, we can train them with treats, but what they need is our appreciation of them, you know, our
Yeah.
Respecting them, acknowledging them, just being grateful for them. This is the biggest gift, you know, and they don't need more. They actually don't need more. They want us to be happy, and this giving and receiving in balance, you know, so that they know, okay, I can do something for my owner and he gives me the love back, you know.
Yeah, like the bond.
Isn't this a wonderful also a message for us, you know, for us humans, what we need to be happy?
Yes. Well,
no
that's
treats.
Really nice. Yes, it's easier. I mean, just giving your appreciation, like really nurturing that bond with your animal. It's that simple. We really do complicate things a lot.
Yes, I know. And even though being aware of this, I feel challenged to change it. You know, we are this complicated nature, but it's good to get aware of, to be aware of, you know, at least that life could be a little bit easier if we would live more in the here and now, you know, because how often are we sad about something that has happened in the past, and we think, oh my God, I should have done it this or that way, or frightened of something in the future, and then, you know, it never turns out the way we expect. So we are complicated.
Yes, and we are, I mean, in the end, it's just what we have is this moment right now, the present right now.
Yeah. And this present is so important.
Yes, yes. And you know, while you were saying that the animal like really appreciates to receive and to perceive that that we're grateful, and the appreciation, it reminds me of a story that I saw a video once. I don't remember her name, but she's an animal communicator. I think that she's from South Africa. Yeah. And it was an amazing story because it was about a black leopard, a panther, really beautiful. It was a she, and she got to the shelter because this is a big shelter in Africa that a man built to rescue especially felines that come from illegal trafficking and from circus and zoos, and so he receives them all, and he got this black leopard once, which was stunning, and they received her, and they built this a space for her, a big space, and in the sanctuary. But since she got there, I mean, she was sad, she was mad all the time. Months passed and no one could ever get near her, or she showed no improvement and no progress. So in the video, you see that the people that are doing the documentary interview the man, and he says, this was my last resource, and someone told me that I should call her and do animal communication. I really don't believe in this, but this is like, I don't know what else to do, so what can I lose? And she comes into the sanctuary and she just starts to communicate with this wonderful feline, and the feline says that the first thing she says is that she feels that she has never received the respect she feels she deserved, and that she wanted to be seen, and she wanted to be like acknowledged, who she was, who she truly was. And also, for example, the name they had given her was like something negative, like devil or something like that. And she said that she didn't like that name, that please change the name. This is not who I am. And I am not, I do not relate to this name. So at first the man was like skeptical and okay, yeah. But then it was nice because he says that once the lady had gone home, and that she went to talk to this feline, and he said, look, I'm sorry, I didn't understand it at first, I'm sorry for the name, let's change it, he started talking to her, and he said, okay, I talked to her. And then the lady comes back, and he says, you know what, she's telling me thank you for everything you said to her. And he never told anyone that he had gone and talked to her. So that's the moment he said, this is true. I mean, now I believe, yes.
Yeah.
And everything changed. And now they gave her another name, which I don't remember, but it was like something like Spirit or something like something. Yeah, something.
Better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yes. And you could see that, yeah, she was happy at last. And she was, yeah, I mean, you could see the change. And
And Laurence is just writing. I saw this documentary. It was amazing. I'm just hopping over to the comments. I'm so sorry, people. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
So sorry for ignoring you all. So happy you are here.
Yes, sorry. I cannot see the comments because I am not looking at Facebook right now. So sorry about that. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Yes, it's this is the disadvantage of doing this via Zoom, but it's just so much better. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
But maybe we will hop over then to see also some questions, you know.
Yes,
oh, Kimi just wrote that someone asked a good question. Okay, I will check. Let me see. And I will for sure go through the comments after this live and answer it for you. Oh, it's not showing all the comments. Can I? Oh, yeah, can we? 104 comments already, Alejandra.
Oh, nice. I like that number.
Yes, me too. Okay. So I come back to you because I cannot. I'm so sorry. I will check from time to time. So.
Yes. Okay.
Actually, I wanted to start with Hola, Ale. You know, wanted to see. Because I don't speak, I just speak a very little bit Spanish and I love it so much, but
oh, I have to teach you. I think that Spanish is easier than German, so I well, I don't know if I can learn German because I know it's difficult.
German is I would not like to learn it. I'm lucky that it's my mother tongue, but I would not like to learn it.
So I can teach you Spanish. Yes, I will be really happy to teach you. And it's a really nice language. So,
por favor.
Okay. So next question is: Are angels? Are animals angels? Can they become, for example, if an animal dies, can they become one of our guardian angels? Or, yeah.
I always say, you know, animals are angels in disguise, but no, but they can become our spirit guides. You know, they can. Okay. It happened to one of my friends. I met her in the course.
Yeah.
In the animal communication course, and I connected to Dave several times, and I had him here also. You know, I was his auntie a little bit. You know, when she was gone, he was sleeping here, so. And I communicated also with him, and he is now like working for her, you know, with her. Oh. So, you know, some pets, of course, reincarnate and some stay because they have the role on the other side, which is no other side, you know, but from the higher realms, because they know that they can do more, you know, they can support more in their role, in this role.
Oh, so that's nice.
I know it would be beautiful to believe that our animals are angels, but to be honest, when you are connecting to a pet on soul level, to any being on soul level, you know, it is, like I said, this connection to the source of wisdom, you know, and unconditional love. And you can ask for guidance. Also your loved ones in heaven, you know, like I'm connected to my grandmother extremely since 2017. I mean, she passed away when I was 12, you know, but 2017, she started to be here. She was here before, but we started, and now, you know, we have like a strong connection. So they can be part of our spiritual support team. You know, I love to call it spiritual support team, because in my spiritual support team is for sure Archangel Michael, you know, this is my running buddy number one, but my grandma as well, and pets, you know, animals.
Nice.
So.
Okay. Oh, I really like it. Okay. That's good to know. Have you seen the movie A Dog's Purpose? I don't know how you say it in German, but it's a movie about a dog that in his first, in the movie, this is the story of this is what I understood, that his first life he was a a golden. Yeah, I think that he was a golden retriever, and he lives in a family and he protects the boy, and then the boy grows up and well, but the dog dies, and the whole movie is the dog's reincarnations until he finds his owner again, and it's an amazing movie. I don't remember the name now of the actor. I mean, he is really famous.
Famous actor?
Yeah, the actor, well, the young actor is the one that which is an Archie, no, Riverdale. What's the name of that series? I have seen him in Riverdale.
Is it Bailey? The dog's name Bailey?
Yes, Bailey, yes. That's the movie. And when he's grown up, I don't remember the name of the actor.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid. Yeah, that's the one.
I love him.
Yes. Oh, you have to watch
Josh
the movie
Gad,
because
KJ Apple, Britt Robertson. Okay, now I just know Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid. Yeah, that's him when he's grown up. So you have to see because it's really beautiful. I mean, I loved it. And it's about all the things we're talking today. So,
is it a sad movie?
No, it's not a sad.
Okay.
I mean, well, you are sad when the animal dies, but he keeps coming back, and
Okay.
yeah, but no, it's a happy movie.
Then I can cope with it.
Yeah. No, and I tend to cry really easily, so no. Yeah. No, but this is a good movie. I liked it a lot. So yeah. And okay, so next question. Okay, so this one it's really no, because this one is really personal. I think this one's more personal. I wanted to know about your most touching or special experience, the one that you remember the most.
I mean, animal communication in general, the animal communication I am doing always works via the heart. And heart-to-heart communications are always emotional, and this is also what I'm always saying in the beginning of the course. Don't be surprised if you have tears, if you start to cry, because actually, to be really honest, I almost cry each time just because I'm overwhelmed, with love. So you open your heart and you just feel love, and then you connect, and even if I would communicate to a snake or a spider, I know it sounds so weird, but this I also believe only works from heart-to-heart connection.
Yeah.
But well, yes, there is this one moment when I first felt the energy of the soul level. It's when the dog of my ex-husband passed over. So I remember we were at the airport here in Vienna, our first holiday together to Malta. And at the airport, his father called and said that Gwen is really poorly and he will drive to the vet with him. But it's not looking good because he's not eating anymore. And I know instantly we both started crying, and it was just, we were so looking forward to our first trip together, because normally he was from France, I was flying to France, so he to Austria, and this was our first flight together. And we were just crying, and I was always connecting to Gwen, and felt I felt like heaviness. And just a second, I just need to, what happened? Okay, sorry. And then, we spoke again, and then I wanted to connect again with him. And then I can't explain this. The feeling was completely different, It was like an open space, endless space, and the sound was different, because I perceived sound and pictures already at that time. It was quite in the beginning, and so much peace, like there was so much. I know it sounds strange, really, so much peace. And then I said, and I was already thinking, oh my God, what happened? And I said, where are you? And he said to me, look outside, I am sitting on the wing of the plane, And I started crying, and I said to my boyfriend at that time, I think Gwen just passed over. And I told him this, and then at the airport in Malta, he called his father and he just confirmed, that yes, it was this time when he passed over. But it was the first, even though I learned it in the course, it was the first time I really experienced it short before, the feeling, and then right after, and that's why I know that this is just a peaceful place to be, a peaceful place to go, and we don't need to be scared, we don't need to be scared, because there's just so much peace and love. And yeah, this was for sure a very emotional. I remember my birthday was the following day and we were still crying at the dinner. We were sitting and crying. But
yes. Oh, wow. What an experience. Really intense. Wow.
It was extremely intense, but it was also extremely important for me,
yes.
to see, okay, this is how it feels to connect on soul level. And this is the peace and this lightness and this love, we feel. So it's, I mean, even, it really did not change my grief when an animal leaves, but it is helping me to know that everything is fine now, and to be happy for the pet.
Yes. Oh, that's really important. Because yes, always there's going to be the pain, because you're going to miss them, but it's really nice to have, like to be really sure that they are in the most amazing place ever. So like that's comforting. So
it is extremely important. I realized that the soul level communications are extremely important, because this is like a rule. When pet passes over, the owner always feels guilty for something he or she has done or not done or missed to do during the life. Always then, the guilt comes, and you always find, we humans always find a situation where we think, oh my God, I did this wrong, and don't forgive themselves, but then when you can connect to the animal on soul level, and you can speak to the animal, and you can see that there is no, like I said, they never judge us, they never judge us, and how they just say everything is okay, everything needed to be exactly the way, and they know and acknowledge that the owner did the best they could do. So it is very healing. It is very, very important, to find peace.
Oh, yes. Yes, it's really important. I like this. I like this a lot, because I hope that people that are watching now and that maybe will watch the video later, if they are going through a difficult grieving moment right now because they have lost a pet, I hope that they find it soothing and comforting, and it helps them to cope a little better with what they're dealing. So thank you, Karen. Thank you for sharing that.
Just one more thing, because I just had this with Mia. When Mia was here, did I speak about this? Because Fini, our one-eyed warrior, who was passing over 2 weeks ago, and he was here end of last year for one night, because I walked him, but I also sometimes hosted him. I had him here. And Mia was here the complete Wednesday. It was my Mia day. And at the end of the day, we were on the sofa, and she was opposite of me, and she was looking at me. And then suddenly she looked at the spot where Fini was lying when he was last here, and she really observed this spot. And then she looked back at me, and then again to him, because I then felt like, yes, he is here. I feel him, but she can see him. The animals can see this. This is, and also for the people to know that when the animals still living with you, you have lost one pet, they see them. They see the one who has crossed over. The same happened with my two bunnies, it was really, I was a little bit horrified, when Cordy, so I had two bunnies, Alicia and Cordy, and when Cordy passed over, Alicia was really like, and she was like, I was sitting opposite, and she was just looking through me,
Yeah.
It was creepy a little bit for me, but it was before I started the course, so it was in the 90s, but it was intense.
That's nice. Yeah. And sometimes, yes, I see my cats sometimes looking like you think it's
hypnotized.
empty space. Yeah, but it's not. And I sometimes go like, I want to see as well.
Who's
what
here?
are you looking at? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't wish this. I'm not sure. Just Tell me who's here. Who is it?
Oh, I know. They're amazing. Okay. So next question is, when an animal is feeling sad or anxious, what can we do for them?
This is super question. I love this one because I remembered when one of my oldest friends also, she had a dog, Basti. He's also not here anymore. I mean, not physically. And he was so frightened of thunderstorms.
Oh.
I remember one time and he was like breathing really in a way that you thought he would get a heart attack, you know?
Yeah.
And he was always hiding in the bathroom. And I said to her, I will go to him in the bathroom, you know? And first I just focused on him and I tried to, you know, to help with Reiki. But I was focused on helping him. And this, I was not entirely relaxed, you know, I was focused on helping him. So then I thought, okay, he's feeling my energy now. So if I want to help him, I need to be really, really high now and uplifted, you know. And I was lying beside him. I was taking his paws and I was just thinking about, was it a concert or an experience, you know, which I was just so happy. And I was just daydreaming, you know, I was holding his paws, really making this connection. And I was just daydreaming this wonderful event, you know. And then I opened my eyes again and he stopped, you know, he stopped like this. He was really calming down.
Yeah.
And then he also, his eyes got small. So it was just my direct energy, you know, when you connect, when you are worried, they feel worried and then it gets even worse, you know.
Yeah.
And one other thing is I have to share this. I'm also communicating with lost pets, you know, so if a cat or a dog doesn't return home.
Oh, that's really important.
This is the hardest ones, to be honest, because there's so much panic, you know, you have pressure because you know, it's also you need to find them quickly. Yes. And I had, was it 2 years ago, I think, a communication with a cat. They were living in Germany and I was normally, when you do a communication, you disconnect yourself after, you know, to not stay in the energy, to also have, you know, be in your energy again. But I remember for what reason ever, I said to this cat, whenever you need me, I'm here. You know, if you need me, so you connect to me. And I woke up in the night and this cat was connecting to me, you know.
Okay.
Frightened, completely frightened. Oh. And you know what I did? I started singing in the middle of the night, loud, because I did not have any other clue what to do now, you know. I was so tired and the only thing which came to my mind was, okay, Karen, sing now. And I started to sing. And you know, it was
nice.
I had the feeling, you know, it was like I was calming myself down and I was calming, you know, because I was in connection, calming the cat down. And it was really interesting because the owner wrote to me the next day. So I'm in Austria and this was in Germany. She wrote to me next day. She's so worried because there was a heavy thunderstorm last night, you know, and that's why the cat panicked so much.
Wow.
But yeah, you can help them with uplifting yourself, you know, and actually it's the same with humans, you know, that's why it's so important to be careful with the word compassion, you know. It's this understanding for someone else's feeling, but not feeling, not going through the same. And we can help by uplifting ourselves, you know. We can uplift the people around us. And the same with the animals, you know, if they are feeling low and down, it's not helping them to feel sorry for them.
Yes, and them. Like feeding the sadness or the anxious. So it's and you know what, because happiness and good vibes are contagious, so so it's really nice. Okay,
exactly.
Oh, that's really nice, and that's an easy thing we can do to help them. I really like it. Okay,
I know it's a tough thing, and I had a discussion some years ago also with someone that we can't be happy if not everybody else around us is happy, you know. But I think this is exactly our challenge, that we need to also feel high vibrational, you know, to also raise our vibration, even though others are feeling poorly, because we don't help them, you know, feeling poorly with them.
Yes, you're
But
right.
it's our nature, you know. But this is something just to know that we actually don't support them by also feeling down and low and sad, you know. Because
Exactly.
yes, we are compassionate beings. It's a natural reaction.
Yes.
But it's not really helping, you know.
Okay, I really
To
like
understand compassion, you know, to say, oh, I understand you. I can imagine how you feel. This is super, you know. Of course, we need this to feel understood and heard, but raising our vibes, you know, in order to help the world around us, raising frequency as well. And especially now, I think it's a very important topic.
Oh yes,
it's not really animal communication topic. Yeah.
And you know what? Now, think about that animal. Well, that connection we have with our animals. It's funny that if you look closer, you start to see that, well, pet starts to look like their owners in the attitude, in the way. I mean, you see, for example, because I live on an important avenue, so there's a lot of movement, and I see a lot of people that walk by with their dogs. And it's funny because you see the similarities. And if you see, for example, a really old person, like you see that they've got like the weight of the world on the shoulders, and they're walking like this, and you see the dog is the same, like walking heavy and worried and not tired, and it's really, and you see that the jogger, happy person, jogging, and then the dog is also happy jogging. So it's really nice. Okay.
Yeah. The mirrors, you know, they are the mirrors.
Yes, that's true. Okay, I like it. Okay, so here's an interesting question. Do animals have said anything about how we are treating the planet?
Yes, this was the question, you know. I never ever thought about this because, like I said, they don't judge us, you know. They don't judge us. But I think what I feel, you know, what they are doing and showing us or helping us to understand is just to get the awareness, you know, get the awareness for the appreciation, not only for the here and now, but also for where we are living, you know.
Yes,
when you are outside with
home.
It is our home, you know. And this morning I was walking with a friend and a dog on the mountain, so on this hill here, forest and fields, you know, and just only watching the dog, you know, how it is enjoying the smell around, you know, of the grass, and not only of the pee of the other dogs, but really just smelling the nature, you know, absorbing the energy and appreciating this. I think this is how they want to make us aware of that we need to be a little bit more in appreciation of our beautiful planet, you know. And but they don't judge, you know, like I said before, they will not say, oh, you stupid humans, you.
I really like to think that, because sometimes sometimes we judge ourselves we are too hard on ourselves. So it's really nice to see that animals just love us, and that they are, and I think that it makes sense what you say, because I think that as they are teachers and they are guides, what they want to do is show us how we should treat each other and how we should treat the planet and respect that this is our home, and that we have to
very
show
important
respect
for us here. And I also feel like, you know, when we speak about third dimension and fifth dimension, you know, that they are in another awareness, you know. And by connecting to animals or being with animals, they can help us, you know.
Yes. Oh, I really like it. Oh, they are so nice. And also, you know what, I feel that animals like have different, talking about soul level, I feel that they have it like a different energy, because they have like this loving, soothing, I mean, they are like, so if I feel sad or angry or whatever, I just have to look at my cats and say like, everything's okay. Like
this is really something even studies revealed, you know, the healing effect of animals. That's why also probably not nowadays, but you know that animals also go to hospitals, you know, or to where all people are living, you know, to help raise the vibration, because we know that our mental constitution, our mental state, you know, influences of course our physical state, and how important it is, you know, and how healing it is to be with animals. Like I said, this book, Animals as Our Teachers and Healers, actually says it all, you know. So we should really not underestimate them and disrespect them. And each animal, you also in the shamanism, you have all these power animals, just to learn from their instincts, from their survival tools, because we have all of this also inside of us, you know. And by, you know, being connected to an animal, power animal, you know, if you just realize, okay, suddenly you read the word fox, and then you see on an advertisement a fox, and you know, like then this animal or this energy, this medicine of this animal obviously is something you need at the moment in your life, and you know, and then you connect yourself to the energy, to the medicine of the fox, you know, in general, the fox, not one particular fox. And so this is also so helpful, you know. They have so much to offer for us, and they are actually just wanting to help us to wake up.
Oh. Yes. Okay, and this is the last question. And but I think that, well, I'm going to ask you the question anyway, but I think that I know the answer for everything you have told us. But do animals feel human feelings like guilt and sadness and yeah
So they don't have this ego developed like we have, you know, but and I know for a long time the science, or they said that animals just have their instincts, you know, they just follow their instincts and their survival mechanisms. But it was when I was doing this dog coach formation, you know, we also went to this center. It's near, like 40-50 kilometers away from Vienna, where it's a wolf center, you know, where they work with wolves and wild dogs, and they made some studies and to check this sense of justice, you know, they have, and compassion. And they did some like tests, some studies, and we saw the videos, you know, how they feel human feelings, you know, also the wild animals, you know, how they have this sense of justice and grief, you know, as well. And just today it was so beautiful. I wanted to actually to film this. It was not really windy today, but there was a huge, like you say, group of birds, you know, ravens, crows, and they were in the sky. And they were starting to make a circle, you know? So they were just circling, and you could see how they were dancing through the sky, you know, without any particular mission, you know? They were not hunting, and they were not trying just to get from A to B. They were just enjoying this. You could see this, how they, I mean, if I would have wings, I would do the same, probably the complete day. You know, so they also, wild animals play, you know, their playfulness, their joyfulness. And this is so beautiful. And I think we for long just made a big difference, you know. We thought that humans are humans and animals are animals, but they have so much more, you know. We have so much more in common than we realize, I believe. I love to watch wild animals, you know. I just love to watch them. I mean, I would love to watch all animals.
Yeah, all animals. I mean, they are fascinating. I also love to watch animals. For example, here there is a part of Colombia in the Pacific Ocean where there is a time of the year, which I'm not sure which one it is, but I want to go. So there's an island that you can go and you can watch the whales. I forgot the name in English. Ballenas jorobadas, the hump whales. I think it's the name, hump whale. And you can, and they are on their journey, so they are migrating on the migration journey, and they go through our coast on the Pacific Ocean, and you can go and watch these whales, and people that have gone say that it's magical to see these whales. So hopefully I will go one day, because I really want to see them. Yeah, I think the name in English is hump whale. Yeah, I think.
I just remembered another, wait, let me see the time. My actually most emotional experience. I just remembered this. Now you spoke about the whales, but this was long before I did my animal communication formation. I was with my Reiki teacher, and it was Cordy, my first bunny, who passed away. Who? And I was sad, and I was there, actually just to connect. And she said to me, it was beginning of the year, and she said to me, Karin, by the end of this year, you will make a boat trip, and you will meet a dolphin, and this dolphin will be Cordy, your bunny. And I know I wrote this down, and I was happy about this, and then I forgot about this completely. And I was with my boyfriend at that time. We always were going to Egypt for diving, scuba diving.
Okay.
And there was this one dive. We were always diving alone around lunchtime, when actually nobody was in the sea, in the water. And we had a super house reef, so we just took our bottles and went inside. And after around 10 minutes, we were not really deep. Suddenly he started to, make some really look. And then, he pointed in the distance, and 2 dolphins came to us, wild. So of course, wild. And I had my underwater camera, and I took really amazing pictures. For 10 minutes, they were around us, they were swimming around us and playing. And my boyfriend at that time, he was just making funny moves, because our diving teachers said to us, when we meet dolphins, we have to do something, because they are nosy. And if we're just watching them, they will be bored, and then they will leave. But he was turning like this and making, and they were interested in, what is this crazy guy doing here? And I was taking the pictures, And then, they were for 10 minutes, and they left again. And then, we were diving, and I was really fighting to not cry, because if you cry underwater, it is a little bit shit, because you need this, open for the balance of
Yes, I never thought of that.
Tricky thing, you should not cry underwater.
Yes.
So I really controlled myself, and it was actually the most beautiful dive I ever had. I saw the most beautiful, colorful fish. The Red Sea is amazing, really amazing.
Wow.
And then, we returned, and we were at the beach. I was like this, looking out to the sea and thinking, oh my God, how beautiful was this? And then suddenly I remembered what my Reiki teacher said. And then I was crying so hard. I was like, oh my God, it was her. And I didn't even realize.
Amazing experience. That's
this was beautiful. Yeah. So really things, everything regarding animals. So when you ask me if they are angels, I would basically say no, but actually, who knows? Who knows? For sure, they are really very high vibrational beings.
Yes. Really high vibrational. I love your story. Dolphin is my spirit animal. So really? I feel really connected to dolphins. Yeah. They're amazing.
Yeah, they are. They are.
So those were my questions, and thank you for answering them in such a generous way.
It was a pleasure for me. It was a pleasure. I loved it.
And I know that we're going to do something,
yes, you were asking me if we can do a little practice. So let's go over. Are still people here? Yes, because I don't see. So I would invite you now, if you would be ready, if you would like to make a little connection to a pet. So it can be your pet. It can be any pet. It can be a wild pet, family pet, just think of a pet you would love to connect to now, an incarnated pet for the beginning. And for this, I will also try to share music so that you can really, come in this kind of meditative state, brainwaves going down to alpha. And let's see. Oh my God, I just read the comments. Yeah, cool. I think I will go through them in bed tonight. Okay, so are you ready for a little connection to an animal now?
Oh, yeah.
Ali is excited. So let's see if first of all, tell me if you can hear the music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very good. And tell me if you are relaxed. Wait, I need to drink something. I normally always also love to drum, but I think this would be too much now. So let's make it simple, basic, and just a short, just think of an animal you want to connect with, could be your own, like I said. And just close your eyes. And for a moment, try to forget everything around you. Take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, let everything go, all heaviness or heavy thoughts. There's nothing you need to do now, nothing you need to care for. Just be here with me now, listen to my voice, to the music. Now imagine a beautiful pillar of light streaming down from the universe and touching your crown chakra, which is softly opening. And this light streaming onto your third eye, where it is activating your care senses now. Feel how it's also gently opening up. And the light is streaming on to your throat chakra, where your ability to communicate is activated now. And further down to your heart. And feel how it fills your heart space with warmth and comfort. And feel your spiritual heart expanding. And now think of the animal. Focus on the animal you want to connect with. And see the light from your heart streaming to the heart of the animal, connecting your both hearts. You send this beautiful ray of light directly into its heart and feel how it is receiving it. It's love and light connection, heart to heart. And now for a moment, just feel the animal's presence and its energy. How do you perceive it? Is it just tired, bored, or is it excited and happy about your connection? Is it curious to see you and speak to you now? And now ask a question, whatever comes to your mind. Whatever it is you would like to know now. And just relax and receive. There's no pressure, you don't need to concentrate or focus. First thing that flows in is the answer. Might come as a picture or as a feeling, or maybe even as a smell or a sound. Or maybe just as a knowing. And now, ask the animal if it has a message for you. And like before, don't force anything, just relax, trust, and receive. And now it's time to slowly say goodbye. Thank the animal for the beautiful connection, for the beautiful heart-to-heart connection. And visualize the ray of light returning to your heart. And feel how your heart space, your spiritual heart, gently returns to its normal size. Your third eye softly closing, not entirely, just like in sleeping mode. And it can be reactivated at any time if you wish so. Also, your crown chakra is softly and gently closing again. Now become aware of your body and your breath again. Take a deep inhale. Exhale and open your eyes. And welcome back in the here and now.
Oh,
how was it for you, Ale? Yes.
Oh, I want to go back.
Okay, let's return.
Wow. It
Normally they are
amazing.
longer, you know, of course, but I just wanted to give an idea of how it is one possible way, you know, of connecting. There are many ways, but this is how I feel. Because it's, for me, it's always so important to do this connection via our hearts, from heart to heart.
It was amazing. Thank you. It was amazing. I connected with Vader, the dog I was telling you yesterday.
You told me yesterday. Oh,
and he's amazing. He's really amazing, and he gave me a beautiful message, and he's okay. he's happy. I mean, he showed me like almost a party, like because I asked him, no, are you okay? Are you happy? Do you forgive
know how
me?
worried
And
you are. Yeah.
no,
Aware.
and it was beautiful because he said, I have nothing to forgive. And he showed me like a party, like I mean, I cannot be more happy where I am. So oh my God. Oh,
But honestly, wasn't this
thank
already
you.
the feeling you perceived, somehow? It is our
Yes.
human, the ego, which then comes because I think your heart was
Yes.
telling you everything is okay, but the ego
Yes. So this is the
beautiful.
confirmation I needed. And he's really nice. When you asked about how are you feeling, it was really nice because you know what? I have been, I don't know the word, but I've been, whenever I communicate with angels as well, I get images more than words. And it's like they communicate with images. And the same happened with Vader. And he like looked over his shoulder and looked over to the other dog, Leia, which I told you about as well. And so it was his way kind of saying to me that he is like not knowing what to do with Leia, how he's supposed to be. And it was really nice because I gave him what I felt I needed to say to him so that he knows what he has to do and how to feel around Leia. And no, I mean, it was amazing. Thank you. It was. I am at peace.
Yeah, it's so good what you said regarding how you perceive, because we can, we can in the communication, of course, receive pictures clairvoyantly, but also clairaudience, audiently, I don't know, with our clairaudience, the claircognizance, when I said, wait, it's just the knowing. I don't get pictures, I don't hear anything, it's just the knowing, it's this claircognizance or this clairsentience, what I have so strongly, feeling, but also physical sensations. So, I get like goosebumps and just on one part of my arm. So like someone's touching me, or someone is caressing my head. I feel this really strong since 10 years now. It's really intense, that I am feeling someone touch, it's like something touching me. And what is important to not try, if you just get pictures, for example, to say, oh, but I want to hear, and you focus on trying to hear, the sense, the first spiritual sense, which is most developed, is the one which will help you to also support the others, So working just with the pictures will automatically help to also get the clairaudience and clairsentience and claircognizance, improved. So...
I like that. Yes, I like the way we should see it like that and try not to force any other, and feel comfortable with what you're getting and how you're getting it, because it's not the same for everyone. So that's important.
Exactly.
It was really nice. Thank you. Are people are connected still?
Yes. How wonderful, Alejandra. So happy for you. Oh, because of your story with Veda. Yes. Thank you. Oh, Takayo, you're also here. Takayo was in my English animal communication course. So happy to see you all here. I will check the comments later on. I think I love so much to connect with you people. That's why this is what I missed. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And
so Karen, tell us before we say goodbye. Tell us, please, about your course, your comment course, and your animal
communication course. I'm just currently running the German one. So it's always half a year German, half a year English. So I started the German one now in January. And the next English one will start in July. July. And we spoke yesterday that I always, because I am doing everything live. So I'm doing each 2 weeks, we are doing a coaching session, group session via Zoom of 90 minutes. And each of the students gets a one-on-one coaching per module. The complete course is in 3 modules. The basic course, where you just, learn what we now learn. But one very important part of the basic course is also removing limiting beliefs. So we also dive into our subconsciousness and see what what limiting beliefs do we have there which block us from experiencing, or working with our clear senses. The second course is, of course, where we go more into complex topics, see how they work as mirrors for us. Also, how our role as mediator, between animals and their owners, their humans. Yeah. And the third module is the special course where we connect on soul level. And this is, for me, the most beautiful part of the course, to be honest. Yeah. The most beautiful communications. And yeah, it starts in 3rd of July, I believe. And yes, and because it's a very, very intense thing for me as well, I need, like I said to you yesterday, I need to keep the group really small, Yeah. I know it's not very, if I would be a really business woman, I would change this system. But I just think this is something really intense, Animal communication. It can be overwhelming. So for me, it's important that I can care for each of the participants, and see how is the progress. And also, I adapt. Each group is different. This is so exciting, each group is different. And then I adapt to the energy and to the dynamic of the group.
Yeah.
So I love it. It's a huge journey. It's, of course, it's an intense journey. And yes, it's an emotional journey as well. But I think you also, what the students tell me after that, they learn so much for themselves, We also connect to the inner child and, to transformation stuff, activating the clear senses. So I pack a lot of things like also our magic forest, we do a shape shifting, merging with animals and all this stuff.
That sounds amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Also, it's a little bit shamanic aspect, it's also.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
Also to get familiar with the instincts of animals, to understand them in a better way. That's why I think it's important to merge.
I'll see you there.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you there. I'm looking forward, really. Really looking forward a lot.
Oh, so Karen, thank you so much for, I feel like I'm floating right now.
Oh, I'm happy. This is always really what I want, to uplift people and to do something inspiring and, also encouraging that people say, okay, wow, I can do this, everybody can do this. And it's a really, it's you benefit for your life, I believe, You can connect to everything then in an easier way. When you work with your clear senses, with your intuition, you connect to your inner voice, to the angels, to your guides,
Yes. Oh, yeah. So thank you very much.
I thank you. What an amazing idea. And sorry that it took me so long to fulfill this request, but it's just perfect now, and I am so happy about this. And you can see it's not really a torture for me to speak about animals and animal communication, so I was not really suffering now the last 1.5 hours. I enjoyed a lot, and especially I love to connect with you. You are such a sunshine for me. It's unbelievable. You're always like, I can't wait really to meet you in person one day.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah,
okay, so and thank you everybody.
Very much for everyone. Yeah, and have a nice
and sorry
Saturday.
that we were not interacting with you so much, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and we're sending much love out to the world and high vibes to all of you.
Bye.
Bye.